Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. All right, a chance to check out stats for Luka Doncic.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. LeBron James out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Doncic in at point guard. And for the Pelicans, Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Zion Williamson. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. 2 high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
So the Pelicans win the tip. Reeves against McCollum. Williamson with a screen on Reeves. McCollum on the wing. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Denver. Murray against Reeves. It's James on the wing. Pass to Doncic. Up and over McCollum. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
To the middle. Here's Murray. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has gotten his second bucket.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Murray. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. And that one's good.
Olynyk doing his best brick wall impression. Was still able to wiggle free for the score.
About 1.5 minutes through the first quarter. Now here's Doncic. Launches it. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. McCollum's shot is off. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you suited up after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
Now here's Murray. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3. Murray's got 5 now.
Well, Murray's ability to hit the 3 makes their offense that much more versatile.
Here's Doncic. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
McCollum against Reeves. Outside Olynyk. Let's go with a 3. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Lakers have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Hayes with a screen on McCollum. Here's Finney-Smith. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Man, the defender really went after him.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he knocks down the first one. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
One shot. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Now, here is James. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Three-pointer, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Ooh, poked away. Outside Murray. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Olynyk finds Murray. He's off on that one. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's McCollum. No points so far. Kicks it out to Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
That's good from Doncic. And when it comes to establishing rotations at this stage, Stan, what's something you're zeroing in on?
Well, you're just trying to figure out which lineups work the best together and trying to develop not necessarily a starting lineup, but a rotation that works for you, and especially trying to determine what's your closing lineup. When it's on the line, who do you want to go to?
He's perfect from the line this time.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And with this pause, let's take a look at the teams that have generated the most offense on the break this season. The fourth spot held by Los Angeles.
When it comes to transition play, this team outperforms most others. They've got a lot of speedy players, and they use them well.
Olynyk for three. Gets the three ball to go. Olynyk's got his second basket of the night.
We've seen Olynyk do this for over a decade. Stretch the floor with his shooting.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hachimura from 17. That's short off the rim.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Now Williamson. He had 9 points in his last time out. Misses from close range.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Doncic. The Lakers with another miss.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And that's a savvy move from McCollum. A defender doesn't know what to do with moves like that.
Doncic with it. 11 points in the game. Right wing. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now. McCollum outside. Pass to Williamson. Left side Olynyk. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. Here's Doncic. What a tremendous game he played against San Antonio. Outside Vanderbilt. To the left wing. And here's Connect outside. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. The Pelicans lead by 3. To the left side wing. Takes the 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, and Murphy takes a good number of threes for a reason, because he knows how effective he can be from the arc.
Doncic outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
The first one falls. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Doncic hits them both.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Now here's Alvarado. Yet to see a basket. Olynyk in the post. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
And here's Doncic. He's got 13. Here's Vanderbilt. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, last season, New Orleans finished with their best record since 2009. Stan, they went 49-33.
Well, you have to credit their roster construction. They've got 3 guys who can average 20-plus points, along with a lot of very solid young defenders, and these guys are only getting better.
So both teams changing it up here. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Los Angeles, things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And of course, there's the Pelicans, 5 spots from the top.
Checking out the Pelicans, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Here's Connect. He picked up 10 in his last game. Vanderbilt, a pass to Vincent. There's the 3. Drains the triple. And it's now only a 1-point Pelican lead.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Jones. Inside. Alvarado outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Alvarado. No points yet. The shot misses. The Lakers have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Here's Connect. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Count it. Good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Jones. To the paint. Here's McCollum. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, he's not just a perimeter threat. McCollum is also skilled at finding ways to score inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Vincent outside. On the wing, Hachimura. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the triple. And the Lakers lead by 2. Now here's McCollum. Over Connect. McCollum's shot is off. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
So it's the Lakers now. Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. Then it's Herb Jones, and it's Messi in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Vincent. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Kept alive. Here's Lynn. Good on the short little jump shot.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Outside Jones. Back to McCollum. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. He misses the free throw.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar. but he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
And he's good on the second. Now Reeves. No made baskets yet. Out to the right wing. Vincent, right side. Lets it fly. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's Hachimura. Pass to Vanderbilt. Over Jones. Vanderbilt, no good. Pelicans trail by 3. McCollum looking it over. Over Reeves. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got his third basket on the night right there.
The team depends on McCollum to score. He knows his role and embraces the responsibility.
McCollum against Reeves. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
The combo guard skills of McCollum, not just a scorer, he's also a more than capable passer.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home, and that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. On the wing, Hachimura from behind the arc. Pelicans cleared away.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Boston. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. It's Reeves with the drive, bearing his second of 3 attempts. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Alvarado with it. Vincent picks him up. Pass to Misi. McCollum with it. 4-3. Len pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Los Angeles leading by 3. And last year, Coach, the Pelicans winning 49 games, their second most ever.
Yeah, Brian, but despite that, they got swept by OKC in the first round, and that just tells you how difficult the West is. New Orleans was the 8th seed. In the East, they get the 3 seed.
Yep, that one goes. Len's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Jones. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3.
And Jones has made huge strides as a three-point shooter since his rookie season. He's now a serious threat from out there.
Now here's Vincent. On the wing, Hachimura. There's the screen by Len. Here's the floater. And Hachimura with the lay-in. Hachimura's got 5 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Boston. No good off the back of the rim. Los Angeles leading by 4. Vincent with the ball. Pass to Lynn. Takes a 13-footer. Alvarado with a rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Out to the wing. They set the screen. Here's Boston. Here's Misi. An easy 2 on the layup. Misi's got his first points of the night.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Here's Lynn. Hachimura outside. From deep, Reeves knocks down the long J. Reeves has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Lynn. James comes in for Vanderbilt. Finney Smith's checked in for Hachimura. And Connect subbed in for Reeves. Here's Murray. Give him 8. Pass to Boston. Jones against James. Outside Murray. From deep. Sinks the tray. Murray's got 11 points.
Well, you know, one thing that makes Murray a great player, he can score with or without the ball.
And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
Now here's Jones. Outside Murray. Ooh, Zion with the flush.
Yeah, I love the activity there from Zion. He was all over that rebound.
The Lakers have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Hayes with a screen on Jones. And there's James from the arc. That shot off. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
On the wing, Finney Smith. It's James on the wing, defended by Jones. LeBron, unfazed by contact.
That's been LeBron's attitude for years. Don't settle for a jumper when you can attack the basket.
They set the pick. Here's Murray. And it's Connect with a rebound.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And there's James on the assist by Connect. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Gotta stay up on James, or he will go right up with that shot.
Down low. And he slams it in one-handed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Connect. On the wing, Finney Smith. A minute 50 left in the first half of this game. And it's Connect missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Well, Murphy essentially lives on the arc. His job is to provide his team with consistent outside shooting.
Now here's Vincent. Pass to James. Over Jones. James, that's good. James has got 9 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. And it's Connect missing.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Picked by Williamson. Here's Murray. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you know, guys, just a bunch of ways Murray contributes on both ends.
Olynyk checked in for New Orleans. McCollum comes in for Boston. And so he makes both from the line.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's James. He's got 9. Fires from deep. Oh, LeBron buries a 3.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Screen by Olynyk with 2 seconds left. Off target at the rim. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hello, everybody. We all like close games, and tonight's matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans does not disappoint.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
And since we have a moment, let's see what other games are coming up tonight. The Bucks will face off against the Hornets in Charlotte. That one's starting at 3 p.m. Eastern.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The Lakers trail. And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Luka Doncic. James is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Doncic. Pass to Reeves, 6 to shoot. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Outside Murray. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Reeves. For the lead. Basket counts. Reeves has got 9. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Now here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. Outside Murray. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Now here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. It's James on the wing. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Here's Murray. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Pass to Williamson from the arc. The shot, no good.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Finney-Smith passes to Reeves. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Over to the wing. Pass to Olynyk. Over Reeves. And that one's good. Olynyk. He's got 11.
Well, a big guy like Kelly Olynyk can just shrug off contact.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Lynn inside, working on Olynyk. And here's Doncic outside. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McCollum on the wing. Williamson outside. This one for 3. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Some changes now for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Len, and Connect subbed in for Reeves. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Connect, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Now, here is James. 14 points for him. Doncic on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by James. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And let's pause for a moment to recognize the teams with the best three-point shooting. Number 1, Los Angeles. In third, New Orleans.
Oh, man, both these teams love the 3-ball. 2 of the best at hitting long-range shots.
Pass to Murray. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Now Doncic. 16 points for him. Here's Connect. Up and over McCollum. Rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Murray. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Murray's got 22.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Doncic with it. Pass to Connect. Back to Doncic. High arcing shot. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
This is Doncic's pure shooting ability in action, making it look easy with that nice floater.
Steps back and fires. Here's McCollum. And Williamson throws it down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Now here's Doncic. 18 points for him. Hachimura left side. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
McCollum's shot is off. Los Angeles is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Vanderbilt, no good. The Pelicans trail. Here's McCollum. He has 7. Pass to Olynyk. And that misses. That would have put him up. Los Angeles has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Here's Connect. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Connect's got his third bucket of the night.
And just unreal from outside with deep range. Connect is just knocked down.
Here's McCollum. The Lakers with a rebound.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Outside Vanderbilt. Kicks it to Doncic. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Williamson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Murray. Jacks up a 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Doncic. 18 points for him. To the wing on the left. Here's Connect. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Murray with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
And he makes a first. And Los Angeles making a change here. Morris is checked in. He's off on the second. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this guy, Coach.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
And he drops the first.
And Jones understands his role on this team, which is to help space the floor and defend with ferocity.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Pass to Morris. And he drops it in from the low post. Morris has got his first 2 points.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
For 3, McCollum. And the Pelicans get it back. Pass to Jones. Alvarado outside. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep. Alvarado's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you got to love the vision Jones brings.
Now here's Doncic. 19 points in the game. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Doncic has got 21.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
So it's Los Angeles now, after the basket by New Orleans. Hachimura outside. Pass to connect. Up and over McCollum. Misi grabs the board. Right now a close game in New Orleans. Jones from outside. Hachimura with a rebound. Here's connect. McCollum defends. Doncic outside. Now Hachimura. Just 3 on the clock. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Lakers ahead, up 2. And we'll be back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Herb Jones, also Trey Murphy out there. And it's Misi in at the center position, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now Doncic. Morris outside. Over Jones. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by Doncic. And the Lakers lead by 2. And so Murray will bring it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Boston. Hayes against Jones. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jones with the ball. To the inside. Here's Misi. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Now here's Doncic. Morris on the wing. And the three-pointer goes. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Pass to Boston. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Misi. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Los Angeles.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Here's Doncic. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Pass to Boston. Morris against Jones. 6 on the shot clock to take the lead. The long distance three is buried. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
He doesn't take lots of threes, but man, that was a deep one from Jones.
Doncic outside. Over to the left wing. Shot from the top of the key. And right on target. That one's good. Doncic has got 23.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Murray passes to Boston. Jones with the ball. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers the lob through.
Go up and get it, Trey Murphy.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Doncic up top, defended by Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New Orleans.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
That's good from Doncic. And New Orleans making a change here. Doncic hits them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. McCollum outside. Here's Murray. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Doncic.
Well, with his length, Murray creates a lot of problems for opposing defenses, especially in the paint.
The free throw drops from Murray.
And DeJounte Murray is truly the complete package. He does a little of this and a little of that. Anything you need out there, he can make it happen.
And he makes both free throws. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Morris outside. Inside. Shoots from 12. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And the Lakers lead by 1. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And so Morris will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to connect. Clock at 6. Over Jones. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And now a 3-point Laker lead.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Williamson with a screen on Doncic. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Hayes with a screen on Murray. Here's Doncic. Doncic punches it home.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Pass to Olynyk. Now here's McCollum. Tries to break his ice. And again, New Orleans no good.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Doncic. The Lakers making a switch here. It's both from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 7. And here's Murray. Pass to Olynyk. 4 on the clock. For 3, McCollum. Rebound, the Lakers.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Milton's checked in for Doncic. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Milton against Murray. Milton surveys the floor. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. On the wing, Murray. Over Milton. Murray, no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Now here's Vanderbilt. The 3 is up. The Lakers with another miss. A 7-point spread. Milton against Murray. Can they get it? And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Shake Milton.
Yeah, you certainly don't have to worry about Murray shying away from contact. He'll come right at you.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Los Angeles leading by 6. Now Milton. Outside Reeves. James deciding where to go with it. Over Williamson. And it's James inside.
Making it look easy. LeBron just so comfortable from that range.
Milton against Murray. Launches a 3. And Reeves pulls it down.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Yes! He's still got it! LeBron!
There's no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Lynn's checked in for Los Angeles. And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 10. From the line. Len pulls it in. Len's got his 6th rebound on the night. James outside. Milton passes to James. Off target from outside. New Orleans now, time running out. Outside Murray. Olynyk with a screen on Milton. Here's Murray. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Gotta be careful how you guard Murray, especially when he's looking to score inside.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that brings him within single digits.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
Outside Reeves. 3-pointer. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the 4th. Olynyk with a screen on Milton. Murray for 3. He buries it from 3. Murray's got 29.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Murray for three. It's rebounded by Goodwin. The Lakers lead by 11.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Lakers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for Luka Doncic.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Williamson outside. 6 to shoot. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point. And I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, LeBron James.